Dear friends in the Dhamma, today, I offer you more than just words. These are 3 sacred medicines from the Buddha's own treasury. They are remedies for the quiet suffering that weighs on the heart, anxiety, overthinking, and the relentless spinning of the mind that steals your sleep. In this world of constant noise and rushing, the human heart has forgotten how to be still. Modern life gives us tools, but not wisdom, speed, but no direction, and so we return home to the Dhamma. Let me share with you these 3 medicines. These aren't ordinary cures. They are medicine for the soul, for the citta, for the restless mind itself. Let's take them one by one, like a healer selecting herbs from the ancient forest. 1. Upekkhā, the medicine of equanimity. Upekkhā doesn't mean indifference or apathy. It is not coldness. Rather, it is like a deep, still lake, untouched by the storm above. It is the mountain that watches clouds pass without trying to hold them. Upekkhā whispers, "Let come what comes. Let go what goes. I remain balanced." Anxiety arises when we try to control what lies beyond our reach. Overthinking is the illusion that with just a bit more thought, we'll find peace. But peace doesn't wait at the end of thought. It lives at the end of our attachment to thought. Let me share a tale, a Jātaka story told by the Buddha himself from one of his past lives, the story of the Bodhisattva and the thunder elephant. Long ago, deep in a forest trembling with rain and thunder, lived a herd of elephants. Each time lightning cracked and thunder boomed, the younger elephants panicked. They ran, cried, and trampled in fear, minds shaken and restless. But in that herd was one great elephant. He was calm, wise, and unmoved. While storms raged, he stood in silence, steady as stone. One young elephant once asked, "Father Elephant, why don't you run? Aren't you afraid of the sky's anger?" The wise elephant replied, "Storms come and go, but I am not the sky. I am the earth, firm, grounded. I do not dance to the sky's madness." That elephant was the Buddha in a previous life. That is the heart of Upekkhā. How do we cultivate it? Through non-reactivity. When a thought arises, watch it, don't chase it. When emotion stirs, welcome it, don't resist. Your practice is balance, not escape, not control. Simply balance. 2. Ekaggatā, the medicine of one-pointed stillness. Ekaggatā means one-pointedness, a mind gathered and clear, like a candle flame that doesn't flicker. An anxious mind is like a monkey, jumping from branch to branch, never still. But a trained mind is like a monk, seated, present, at peace. Stillness doesn't mean there's no noise. It means there is clarity within the noise. Here is another tale, a second Jātaka story, the story of the silent fisherman. Once, the Bodhisattva was born as a fisherman, but unlike the others, he never spoke. People thought he was mute, but the truth was, he practiced noble silence from a young age. He listened to the river. He watched the sky. He said nothing, but understood much. One day, a prince being hunted by enemies came to the river and asked, "Where should I hide?" The fisherman simply pointed to a cave beside the water. The prince survived. Later, when he became king, he returned and asked, "Why don't you speak?" At last, the fisherman broke his silence. The river gives fish when it is still. The mind gives wisdom the same way. That fisherman was the Bodhisattva. Ekaggatā is the anchor in the storm, the eye of the cyclone, the breath that brings you back to now. How do we cultivate it? Come back to the breath. Each inhale is a return, each exhale a release. You don't need to silence the mind, just bring it home. One breath, one moment. That is Ekaggatā. 3. Saddhā, the medicine of unshakable confidence in the Dhamma. The third medicine is Saddhā, not blind faith, but a quiet, steady confidence in the Dhamma, grounded in wisdom. When anxiety clouds your heart, when overthinking muddles your clarity, ask yourself, what am I putting my trust in? Most of us trust our fears more than the Dhamma. That is the real problem. Saddhā says, the Buddha's path works. I don't need to know everything. I just need to walk it. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it is growing. You water it. You trust the process. Let me share the final Jātaka story, the story of the blind turtle and the golden yoke. The Buddha once said, imagine a vast ocean. At the bottom of it lives a blind turtle. Once every 100 years, it rises to the surface. Floating on that vast sea is a wooden yoke with a small hole. The odds of that blind turtle poking its head through that hole are smaller than the chance of being born human and hearing the Dhamma. And yet, you are that turtle. You found the yoke. You found the Dhamma. Trust it. That is Saddhā, the final healing. So, dear friends, the next time anxiety visits or the mind begins to spin, don't fight it, don't feed it. Instead, take these 3 medicines. 1, Upekkhā, balance like the mountain. 2, Ekaggatā, stillness like the deep river. 3, Saddhā, trust like the turtle who found the yoke. And if you truly practice, if you return again and again to these medicines, your heart will become like the Bodhi tree, under which no fear can grow.